Dragon Ball Z's. I know people love it when I open Dragon Ball related stuff like that.
You do that?
Right.
Is that a thing? I've never seen that before.
I did it when we talked about Dragon Ball Fighters. I know that.
Oh.
Anyway, Dragon Ball news that's probably not so great. For a while now, I think this first surfaced in March when rumors were circulating about, not really rumors, but more like a foregone conclusion that Smash was, of course, going to come to the Nintendo Switch. Mm-hmm. And Funimation, which is the company that dubs Dragon Ball shows and movies in English, actually petitioned Nintendo to have Goku be in the next Smash Brothers game, which of course...
They did a petition?
Well, I mean, they didn't do a petition. They just asked Nintendo, like, hey, if you want to use Goku in the game, we'd really love it if you would put Goku in the game.
They're like, no.
And, well, we never really got a response from Nintendo. And, you know, they might be secretive or something like that, and people were figuring out. And actually, Goku has been modded into, I want to say, it's either Project M. Yeah, Project M, where people have taken Super Smash Bros. Brawl and modded it to a point where they like it. Like, they've even brought in Cloud and put him in Brawl, where he was actually in Smash Bros. Wii U.
Right.
So that's pretty neat, because I actually got his character model ported over onto the Wii version. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would just love a mod that would actually give him English voice samples. Please do that with Cloud this time, by the way. He's got an English voice actor. He has pre-recorded...
In the Wii U version, he didn't...
He's Japanese only in the Wii U version.
That's dumb.
Yeah. That's the only thing I didn't like about the character. It's like...
Because then it's like, why aren't all the Final Fantasy dudes Japanese? You know, it's like...
Right.
Be consistent.
So, anyway... There was kind of been this hope that, hey, maybe Goku's going to be in the next one as an official character. And the answer is probably going to be no, he's not going to be in it. And how do we know this? Well, Goku's English voice actor, Sean Schemmel, shed some light on the topic himself. This article comes by way of Destructoid.com. And I'm going to quote a little bit of it here, which includes Sean Schemmel's quote. Given the appearance of numerous Dragon Ball games appearing on Nintendo systems for decades, it seems within the realm of possibility, but it's probably a no-go, despite an ultimate IMDb listing for Son Goku. The English voice actor for the character, Sean Schemmel, even chimed in on Twitter after the latest set of reveals and the discovery of the IMDb page, which also has him playing Lucario, which he does do the voice for Lucario on Smash Brothers. Noting, I have not recorded nor have I been approached by anyone from Nintendo or otherwise to record for this game. I am equally perplexed. So this all came about when there's a Super Smash Brothers Ultimate listing on IMDb, Internet Movie Database.
And he's in there?
And he's listed there as Son Goku. So
what if he's lying?
He doesn't seem like the type of person to lie about that.
Like what if he has contractually has to lie about it?
I don't think anyone can require you to lie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess no one asked him directly.
He just
so
wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Like he'd be, because the thing about signing something like what you're talking about is an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, where you could be sued if you break anything.
It's not going to be in there saying go out and tell everyone that
right, because he could lose his job. He could be sued.
Just wish he were in it.
I
imagine
would
the character trailer, dude.
I know. God. And here's how I would do it. So it doesn't do any harm to kind of just fantasize about Goku being in Smash Brothers. That would be cool. How I would start it out, and even, by the way, if they wanted to make it even, just put either Kid Goku or Goku at the beginning of DBZ.
Yeah,
that'd be a fair fight. But how I would do it is, I would have, of course, since Goku is really well known for his transformations,
right?
I would have him start off as base form and kind of have to build up a meter, just like Cloud and Little Mac have. where you've got the limit break for Cloud, you've got
Right.
Little Mac's KO meter, and when it fills, he goes Super Saiyan 1.
Well, I think that should be. Oh, and then his final smash is Super Saiyan 2.
No, and then another meter starts, but it's even harder to get to Super Saiyan 2, and then it's harder to get to Super Saiyan 3, and then it's hard to get to Super Saiyan Blue, which
so
would
his
be
final smash is like a father-son Kamehameha or something. Like Gohan appears, and they're like,
it would just be the Spirit Bomb.
Spirit Bomb. Oh, where he builds up all that energy from the world,
Sure,
and he drops it on Boo.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Boo,
he's used it on Frieza. He's used it on Vegeta. He's used it on Boo.
Oh yeah, but Boo is the one where he used the whole world. Vegeta, it was just himself.
Well, and it's funny.
Well, Frieza, I mean.
With Boo, it's the only time it actually worked.
Yeah,
it actually defeated the villain that it meant to defeat. So,
that'd be cool.
But
that'd be. Oh, couldn't you imagine? He would just basically teleport up to the corner of this upper corner of the stage and just be gathering energy and you could you would basically be taking cover at that point, because on a level like Hyrule Castle, it wouldn't be big enough to get everyone, but on a small level there's nothing you could do at that point.
Yeah.
So I think his moveset, my goodness, I mean, Sakurai, you want to talk about a guy who has such a specific moveset and such a varied and what's the word I'm looking for? Full.
Dude, and if it's Kid Goku, his final smash is turning into the gorilla.
Giant ape. Yeah. And you just have the moon turn red.
Yeah. And his regular Goku,
or just full moon, I guess.
His side smash or whatever is the just normal Kamehameha. Be awesome.
Or have the power pole extend.
Oh yeah.
If it were Kid
right.
Goku,
and his recovery is the cloud thing comes in
totally, or he could do a little helicopter thing with his tail. He's done that. There's so many options for Goku.
Yeah,
and the thing is, people might say oh, that's not fair. Goku can fly. You have flying characters in the game. Kirby should actually be allowed to he can just perpetually fly, but they limit it so that you can only do 5 little hops in the air.
Yeah.
So. And look at Meta Knight. He's got wings, for crying out loud.
Right.
But they limit how long they can fly. And you could do the same thing for Goku.
Yeah.
If you're talking about his, older versions. Yeah. It'd be great.
I know.
It's such a good, it's such an easy fit. And a lot of people say oh, well, he's not known as a video game character.
Whatever.
Per se.
He's been in.
But
looking at.
He's been in so
bunch
many
of video games that he's been in.
He's been in so many video games. It's kind of that's not a good reason to say no.
And he's such an iconic, just Japanese character.
Yeah.
So it's
and he's been
Smash Bros, Nintendo.
Been on plenty of Nintendo platforms too.
Yeah.
So I don't see why they don't do it. I'm part of me is still kind of holding out hope, that they might actually pull it off. Maybe this would be the last character that they revealed.
And then part of me is looking at Nintendo and going, "What's wrong with you people?
Hey, just give us something. We want Goku in our game."
Yeah, exactly.